All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm very excited to be here for actually a couple of really major reasons. So today is the last stream of 2018 for me, and I am really excited. I decided to play one of my favorite games here, Stardew Valley. Great little game. Nice to play on this little thing here. One of my favorite games to stream and just play in general. So I'm really happy to do it for you guys. So yesterday in the game, I used a rain totem, so it's raining when it's not supposed to. It's actually not supposed to rain in winter. But yeah, so Stardew Valley, the indie sensation that has taken the gaming world by storm in the last year or so, is tremendously fun, absolutely adorable, and I've honestly just loved everything about it since I started playing. So I'm just super excited to be here and to sort of show it off to you guys a little bit. For those who are unaware, the fundamental idea behind it is it's sort of, I always describe it as a cross between Animal Crossing and what's the other one, Harvest Moon, because you have the farming aspect and you've got the people aspect, but it's actually even deeper than that, because you've got all sorts of different things, including combat, you've got fishing, you've got a really interesting storyline. All of the people have their own individual story aspects that you deal with. It's really amazing how much everything goes through and how much stuff happens throughout the game. So like I said, I've truly had an absolute blast with it since I started playing. But yeah, just sort of figured I'd hang out a little bit, play a couple of days through, and just sort of say goodbye to 2018 in a nice way here. So yeah. Hey, look, Rev is here. Oh yeah, it's the Christmas. What is it? Christmas Hana Kwanzaa. Yeah. So I always like to say happy generic winter-themed gift-giving season, because that tends to cover all the bases, so you shouldn't have any issues, essentially. And I find it very appropriate because I am in winter in my game, too. Because, quit mooing. I'm trying to talk, you guys. Jeez. My animals are so rude. I swear. But yeah, it's really neat. The game itself actually got a pretty big update about a month and a half or 2 months ago at this point, that added a whole lot of new features and all sorts of stuff to it. In addition, there have actually been some really cool articles about the guy who made the game. One of the things that I always find absolutely incredible about this is it was a labor of love made by one person. That's it. Like, if it's not a team of developers, it is just one guy doing all of the work to make this game come to life. And there was a really interesting article about him that I read not too long ago that was really cool. Sort of just talking about his journey, how he did it, how he didn't necessarily know how to do the programming aspects and all that kind of stuff. And he just taught himself most of it. Although, to be fair, he has a degree in computer science, so I'm just saying. That was probably helpful. A little bit, at least. Hey, look, it's Marathon. Oh, happy Festivus to you, yes. Wait, why doesn't Danny get happy Festivus? That's not fair. I want a happy Festivus. Why doesn't Danny get happy Festivus? I'm sad now. I don't get happy Festivus. I only get Christmas Hana Kwanzaa. I don't want Christmas Hana Kwanzaa. I want festivals. Or no, I'm thinking of like the maypole because you get to dance around. It was always fun dancing around the maypole. But that doesn't happen now. That happens at different times. So this aspect has been being stupid lately. Okay, cool. It worked. So a lot of times the sloth skeleton. Okay, sure, why not? So a lot of times the game has been messing up with me trying to put in my donations for that. So the donation aspect and filling out the what's it called? Filling out the museum, very reminiscent for me of Animal Crossing, and so that's something that I really enjoyed in that game, and you've got it in this one as well. All right, where am I gonna put my sloth skeleton? I'll put it down here. Bam! Bam. 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 Bam! Bam! It's just making weird noises at me! It's not working! My stupid crystal dinged at me, mockingly. You all heard it. Can be placed inside your house. That is a blatant lie, game. This thing cannot be placed inside my house. What is up with this? Can mess with my drum machine, but I can't place my fancy sloth skeleton. Does this mean I broke the game? I didn't mean to break it. I really didn't. I'm sorry, game. Rev, fix it. I got the little green thing. How am I gonna reach level 100? I don't know what happened. I'll just put my fancy skeleton in storage, I guess. So sad. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Rev, I know that you had some drama going on. I hope that that all went at least reasonably well, and that things are better now and everything's getting fixed. Marathwin, I don't remember if you had a chance to stop by on Saturday, but I'm very excited. Like I said, this is going to be my last stream for the year. I'm going to head out and visit some family for the holidays. So I'm really excited about it. Although the problem I'm running into right now is the fact that I have like very little food in the house. Because like I know I'm going to be leaving relatively soon, and so I haven't gone grocery shopping. So I'm just like, there's no food. I'm hungry. I'm wasting away. Basically, I'm not really wasting away though. I'm pretty fat, but the point stands. Oh, incidentally, this is the Skull Caverns. So the Skull Caverns are one of two major areas in the game where you can do mining. So mining is one of the best ways in the game to make money. That alongside fishing. So yeah, it's what is this? What is this? Oh, Leah. So these secret notes it's one of the newer additions to the game that essentially in part tells you what some of the villagers really enjoy. Wait, what happened? My Steam page. Why do I need to check my Steam page? What's happening? I can't check my Steam page. I'm mining. I'm trying to find the exit. Seriously? There's 2 rocks. All right. I'm feeling lucky with this one. Yeah, boy! Ah! Ouch! All right. I will check Steam in like 30 seconds approximately. Momentito, por favor, señor. Ah! Go away! Death to serpents! Yeah! Those things I haven't figured out how to kill. Anyway, so this is the Skull Caverns. As far as I can tell, there is actually no end to this, but this is where you get all of the best stuff, essentially. All of the best as far as like the mining materials and all of those kinds of things. So like I should say the most valuable. You can find them in the mines as well. But in here it tends to be more likely to get them effectively. Oh look, there's a ladder going down already. Okay, let me just hop down that ladder. Actually, let me eat something first. See, my character gets to eat. You know who doesn't get to eat? The real Danny. Hashtag real Danny. Hashtag feed Danny. Hashtag. No! Okay. Alright. Hang on one second. I have to reach far. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thank you, Rev. Yay! Rev got me a present. I'm excited. That's awesome. Wait for it. Ugh. Have to do my extendo reaching clicks here. Bugger! I accidentally shut off my receiver. Hold, please. You all should probably, you all should be able to hear me still, but I can't hear my game. Oh, shoot. Ah! So the way that my sound system is set up is kind of stupid, and it doesn't work the way that I would like it because it's a different TV and all this kind of stuff. But essentially what happens is with the way my computer sound is set up on the HDMI, it doesn't actually show up if you're in the middle of the game. So right now I can't hear the audio. You all should be able to hear it right now, but part of what always scares me when this happens is those serpent things. They have an audio cue. The problem is that now I can't hear said cue on account of the fact that I have no audio. Oh, the sound is gone for you guys as well? Oh, shoot. Okay. Dang it. I'll just go ahead and wipe this then. And I'll just restart. But I'm very, very excited. Rev gave me a copy of the Batman Telltale game series thing. So it's Batman: The Enemy Within. I'm so happy. I also got a copy of the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale games thing as well. So I got that earlier though. That was another gift. I also got Child of Light. So yeah, I got new games. I'm so happy. And I also got I got some new board games for those of you who watch my board gaming stuff. If you're a Patreon, then you'll be able to see some of my behind the scenes stuff. You'll be able to see that aspect because I got a new video coming out soon related to that. So that should be fun. Hopefully you all will like it. Yeah, I've been wanting the Batman game for ever since I saw that it was released. And I mean, I'm so sad that Telltale Games is gone because they had some truly incredible games. They really, really did. And I am so sad that they don't exist anymore. It's just so depressing. I don't know how else to say it other than it's just depressing. I guess it just goes to show it can happen to anybody or any company, rather. I mean, it still hasn't happened to EA, but we can cross our fingers that it will. But unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet. Oh, it's all the management. I mean, I don't know the full story. I just know like the few little things that I read on like Reddit and those types of things. So I'm sure that a good amount of what I learned was pretty biased. So yeah, who knows? But either way, I'm glad to have it. Thank you very very much, Rev. I really appreciate it. I'll maybe that'll be like the first game that I play when I come back. Incidentally, I'm not certain exactly when I'm going to start up my videos again. It's probably going to be like the second week of January because I want to have a little bit of time to rest and relax after I get back. So I'm not 100% sure exactly when I'll be starting up, but just everybody, if you can just keep an eye on like my Facebook and Twitter and all that, and of course if you ever want to get in touch with me and just chat, then you can join my Discord and all that kind of stuff too, which is always available. Oh, he did. Oh yeah, I love Jim Sterling. He's got some amazing stuff. Yeah, his Fallout 76 videos made me laugh quite heartedly. I mean, I guess he did the like the main review video that he did, and then he also did he did like everything that Bethesda has done wrong type of thing as another video. So those were very exciting. But yeah, thanks, Rev. I think I'll have fun. Do you have any fun plans for the Festivus holiday season, Rev? Are you and Mrs. Rev going to go and do anything fun and or exciting? I'm always curious about that. What people are going to do for their fun times. Speaking of all the people, let's see who we got here. See, we got me. Banana again. Commander Rude, Merthawin, Skinny Seahorse, love it. And Slow Cool, everybody's here. Well, happy holidays to all of you. Thank you so much, as always, for being here and hanging out with me. It's always great to have everybody here, hanging out, just doing our thing. So this is a statue of Mayor Lewis that I had put out. And the mayor of the city, and he destroyed it because it was his personal private work. He was very sad. Oh, Tiny Human is here too. Hi, Tiny Human. Good to have you both, as always. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I have to restart this, but not a huge deal. Now at least I know that I just have to put my sloth thing away in the can temporarily. But yay, Stardew! I don't know why. This game has really become like quite the indie darling phenomenon thing, hasn't it? Like, Concerned Ape has no more concerns for his life. He really doesn't. He's literally a millionaire because of this game. Multi-millionaire. And that makes me kind of sad. Like, I want to be able to do something so cool that I never have to work again. That would be awesome. Unfortunately, it probably will not happen for the Danny. That's me. I'm the Danny. And just put this back. And then I'll head back to Skull Caverns. Alright. Let's do it. Now, I'm sorry about the hiccup with the audio earlier. Hopefully I won't do something stupid like that again. But yeah, thanks so much again, Rev, for the gift. I'm very excited. I may be a little sneaky and try to play it a little bit before I leave. just because the Batman one I've been really, really looking forward to trying out. And I love that I have a chance to try. I'm curious if the Skull Caverns is going to look the same as it did before. It is not. That's interesting. So it's just fun because that means that the Skull Caverns and maybe the mines are procedurally generated, whereas everything else in the world seems to be determined like during the night cycle. And after that happens, then, you know, whatever's done is done. So like that golden mask, it was in the exact same location and all that kind of thing. But the Skull Caverns, it seems to be done through a completely different system, which is kind of cool. Not that I know anything about programming. I really don't. I know programming related to my job because that's part of what my job is programming. But I don't know anything about programming games. I wish I did, so I could become the new Concerned Ape. I would be the... I don't know. What would be a good name for me? The Frostbitten Danny? The Apathetic Danny? Apathetic Aardvark. That could be my official indie darling name. I think that works. Who would buy something from the Apathetic Aardvark? It's kind of like the Hanukkah Armadillo, but a little bit different. And I believe Hanukkah is over, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked a calendar recently. Oh, no, you don't. You guys, I'm almost dead! Whatever, I'm not dying. I'm totes fine. You keep your snide comments to yourself. Should do a run on stream. Kale Delicious Studios. Wait, do a run of what? I'm confused now. A run of Apathetic Aardvark's newest game that, as of yet, doesn't exist? You mean that one? I don't die a lot. I'm fine. Y'all just... What is that? Ooh, that's very mysterious. That looks like an orbital map on a compound. Or am I just a nerd? Oh, yeah, for sure, Rev. For sure, I was planning to. Yeah, like, I tried to do one for The Wolf Among Us, but nobody ever voted for it. So I was really kind of sad. Because I love The Wolf Among Us. I guess, I mean, it's certainly more adult-themed. I don't know how the... I don't know how the Batman game is, honestly. If it's... like kid-appropriate or family-friendly. But yeah, I love the story-driven games as potential Steam, not Steam, but as potential stream games. Because like between the Guardians of the Galaxy one that I got, and now the and now the Batman one, I'm like, yes, let's rock it. Oh no! Oh no! No! What do you want? Hi, honey. Hey, babe. Oh no, you guys. The game is crashing. Oh no. It broke. Somebody call Concerned Ape and tell him that we are very concerned about his exceedingly buggy game. Did you guys see how incredibly buggy this game is? It's ridiculous. There's just... There's nothing we can do about that. Man. What a sad, sad thing to have happen at such a happy time. Oh, man. Death count. I don't know what this death count is that you're speaking of. I have had no deaths as yet, sir. Incidentally, earlier this week on what's it called, the my Discord, Rev had an amazing idea for T-shirts, and I think that they should totally be made. But I have no skill or knowledge of making T-shirts, so it was very exciting. I vote that it totally happens. See, I didn't go and put all this stuff away like I did last time. After that tragic reset of my game. Dead kale? Dead kale is not pleasant, Merthawin. It needs to be a pleasant thing. There's nothing pleasant about dead kale. That's just depressing. It's like the most depressing thing ever. It's like if you're trying to find the most depressing thing that ever depressed, then it would be dead kale. Because not only is it kale that outlived its usefulness, but it's kale that nobody got the opportunity to eat. And that's just sad. But somebody get Concerned Ape on the phone and tell him that his game is buggy and keeps resetting for no reason. I don't understand why it's happening. We need to get to the bottom of this, and quickly. But unfortunately, we can't do it right now. I don't want to make that much void mayonnaise. I don't need it. Much as I appreciate some void mayonnaise, don't get me wrong. Alright. Now, trying to go into the Skull Caverns for the first time during the stream here in a little bit. I mean, after my reset, that was nobody's fault and happened completely because of the game and its terrible coding. I'm kidding. The game is very well coded, you guys. I don't know what happened. Maybe I just leaned on the buttons wrong or something. And it was just like, whoa, no! Slipped and fell and exited. It's a very common problem to have happen. You all don't understand. You think you do, but you don't. I'm gonna go visit Gunter again. This is not where Gunter lives. Gunter is weird. He literally just stays in the museum the whole time. He never leaves. He's such a nerd. Although, to be fair, if I could live in the Smithsonian, I totally would. Because the Smithsonian is amazing. I mean, that's right. Like, not any museum. Like, it would have to be a really, really amazing museum. You know? Like, I'm not just gonna give up my life for some nothing museum that nobody cares about. Oh, you'd live in the Louvre? Yeah, the Louvre is a good one, too. To this day, I don't understand what all the hype is about with the Mona Lisa. I think we've talked about it before. At some point during one of my streams. Yeah. But for me personally, I'm just like, meh. I'm sure there's some fancy aspect to the Mona Lisa. And I mean, that's why I'm not an art history major. That's why I science and I don't art. I have attempted art, but I don't art well, unfortunately. God, I'm hungry. Is anybody else hungry? I need like some pizza mixed with some tacos. Combined with... what else? What else should it have? Ice cream. No, froyo. We'll keep it light. You know, we're going to play it smart. Ow! 8 levels, good lord. Incidentally, I love finding and using the bombs in this game because it makes mining so much easier. I can see why prospectors did it, like back in the day. You know, it's just way easier to blow stuff up than it is to search by hand. Just FYI. What is this? Greatest invention. Oh, well, this just tells... I already know what Maru loves. She loves me. Because I'm amazing. Like, totally. Oh! There's a hole in the ground. Isn't there like a limerick about a hole in the ground? I know that there's the thing about like the frog on the log on the bump and like that kind of thing. Something along those lines. I could have sworn that there was one about a hole in the ground. Alex's strength training diet, a complete breakfast and a salmon dinner. Aw. I can feel the protein! I can feel like Alex hulking out as he writes that. Hulking like Hulk Hogan, not like the credible Hulk who always cites his resources. But you know, like, after eating his salmon dinner, he goes into a state of Hulkamania. I can totally see that. Incidentally, Alex is the jock, if it wasn't clear from his high-protein diet. Although the complete breakfast is probably pretty carb-heavy, I'm just saying. Not that I'm judging him, just making a note. God, I'm hungry. You guys, this game is making me hungry. Somebody call Concerned Ape and tell him 2 things. First off, his game is buggy and randomly resets. And secondly, that the game makes me hungry. And I do not approve of that. Is that a spoon? I don't want those stupid rusty spoons. That's one of the artifacts that you can donate to Gunter and put it in the museum. Like, why would a museum want a rusty spoon? That's literally what it is. It is a rusty spoon. One of the greatest discoveries that I made in this game was finding out that one of the NPCs sells the bombs. Because they're actually, you can make them, but they're actually fairly expensive to make. So I was so excited when I learned that you can actually buy them instead. It was basically amazing. They sound so apathetic. They should join my studio, Apathetic Aardvark. It's gonna be the greatest game studio ever. Y'all gonna be jealous of Apathetic Aardvark. Salad, goat cheese, truffle, and wine. How is a poppy seed muffin dessert? The fudge kind of city is this? Ain't nobody eating a poppy seed muffin for dessert. At best, it's a carb-heavy breakfast. Rev, why are you posting things about the New Jersey Spoon Museum? Really? Like, really? You just felt the need? You felt the need to do that to me? Huh? You just want to make me feel like I'm weird? Is that what it is? Because that's mean. I'm just saying. You're a meanie butt. I don't approve. Gonna make me cry. Everyone's favorites. Oh, look at all that stuff. Risotto? Man, homie, calm down. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you gotta go around posting information about spoon museums. Like an entire museum of spoons. That's just weird. Sounds like something some weird guy with just too many spoons does. Be like, I've got all of these spoons. You know what I should do? Share them with the world. And thus became the Spoon Museum. Yeah. So the mummies are some of the best ways to get those, the little soul. Oh! Oh! Sorry, I'm very excited because that shard, that rainbow thing, is the rarest mineral drop in the game. And of course, it happens right as I'm about to get attacked. Go, 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 go! What is this? Another one! Interesting. So I guess this was part of the update that we had that I mentioned happened a couple months ago, I guess at this point, where now the Skull Caverns has like these random treasure rooms essentially. I've not really found any that I can immediately remember though. That's the no, I guess I found one the last time I streamed this as well, I believe. Either way, I don't know how common or uncommon they are, but that's what they look like. Now you know. The more you know. That's right. I'm basically NBC, bringing you guys all the fake news you can handle. But see, now we all know about the Spoon Museum. And I think we're all better people for it, if I say so myself. Alright, so we need to do some creative mining here. Woo! Did you guys see all that awesome stuff I got? I don't think there's anything that I really want to get rid of, so I can get that little note. I can get rid of my topaz. Nobody likes topaz. It smells weird anyway. I imagine. That's how I justify it. Don't give Penny's mom beer. Jazz likes fairy rose and plum pudding. Vincent likes pink cake and grapes. Mr. Mueller likes leeks and fried mushrooms. So confusing. What time is it? 6:20. I meant in-game time, for those of you who are curious. See if there's any other mummies I can pull. It's not. It's just this guy. Well, let me at least get him to the middle of the room. Stupid mummies. But anyway, so I had mentioned it earlier. I just wanted to follow up a little bit. There was the article that I read about Concerned Ape, the guy who made this game. And one of the things that it had mentioned that he talked about specifically was that when he started, he knew literally nothing about pixel art. And he is completely self-taught in making every single art asset in the game. He wrote all the music, just literally the entire game solo. And it's just incredibly impressive to me. I don't know if I'd ever be able to pull something like that off. I like to think that I could, but I kind of doubt it. Even with years of work. Which is what he had. I think it took him 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. So this is nearly the deepest I've been. Oh, really? Stupid crab. Go ahead and use this. I believe I've been down to level 50 before. I don't see how you can get to level 100 though. Because I've got like the little quest that says get to level 100 in the Skull Cavern. And I'm just like, I legitimately don't see how that's a thing that can happen. Yes, exactly. Undertale did the same thing. It was, what was the guy's name? Toby Fox, I believe was the guy's name. I remember the article said what Concerned Ape's actual name was, but I don't remember what it was. A new hat? Stop picking up random junk. Give me that hat. Score! Now who's going to be a dapper mofo? Take away my fedora. Aw, yeah. Who's that handsome fellow? That's right, guys. It's just Danny. I'm liking that I got an iridium bar. Oh, come on. Really? Right as I walk off? I'm pretty sure that I could go to Texas looking like this and only get beaten up like 4 times. Right? Does that seem reasonable? Feels reasonable. Alright. Try to pull these guys. Stop going fishing! Where's Professor Oak when you need him? Danny, now is not the time to use that. I'm just saying, that's like half of Professor Oak's job, is telling you when you can't do stuff. It's very rude. But it helps. It'd probably be okay in Austin with my blue cowboy hat. I mean, Austin does have its very progressive views. All right. Run, 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 run! Don't hit me! Ha! I cut you! I cut you too! Ha ha! That's an amethyst rock down there. I'm good with... Oh, come on, you stupid serpent things. Just leave me alone. But yeah. Is it time to eat yet? I feel like it's almost time to eat. It's not, though. I at least have to finish one day where hopefully the game doesn't crash on me again. That absolute travesty of game crashing. Ah! Help! Jeez, good thing I healed. That was very, very unpleasant. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Ooh, Frito pie. Now, did you eat it the real way where you just take a bag of Fritos and put cheese and stuff inside the bag and then just eat directly out of the bag? Or was it like the proper baked dish version? Ah! It's raining, it's pouring. Just make sure I can afford to sell all of these things. Or rather, sell what I know I can. Okay. I'll go ahead and grab this. And it's bed o'clock. Oh, you did it in bowls? That makes sense. I'm just saying, having it like inside of the bag with the hot nacho cheese and all that kind of stuff. That is like the way to do it. Oh, dang it. I do know how to make a complete breakfast. It is delicioso. Yeah, I don't understand why people do the baked version of it. It just seems odd to me personally. But then again, I'm kind of weird. Let's see. What should I do today? I don't know what to do with myself today in Stardew Valley. Oh, my coffee beans! Hooray, coffee beans! I will not sell those coffee beans. I'm going to replant them because I'm going to start making all the coffee. Just you guys watch. You'll see. I'm going to sell that iron bar. No, I'll bring it back. Yeah, that's been my experience too, is that you just end up with, it becomes kind of like lasagna, right? Where, like, in a lasagna, it's designed to be a more wet thing. But Frito pie, you have to have the crispiness. Otherwise, it's just weird. And it just doesn't taste right. So it's just annoying. Like, what's the point of having Frito pie if it's not crispy? Crispy, crunchy goodness. Covered in cheese. So, incidentally, one of the aspects about this game for anybody who is unfamiliar is you've got, like, sort of an overarching plot line going where you have you have sort of the community center, and it's very much an 80s movie type of thing, where the idea is that the big evil corporation, the Joja Mart, is coming to take over things, and you have two choices. You can either join them or stop them. And regardless, you end up getting rewards for it. So if you decide to join them, then it's essentially you end up getting a lot of what's it called? You end up getting a whole bunch of, hang on, 4, 5. You end up with a bunch of rewards, and if you choose Joja Mart, then you have to just pay a bunch of money in order to get all the rewards. If you do the community center, then you have to do various like fetch quest types of things. I elected to do the community center and restore it because it seemed like the cooler thing to do. And one of the rewards is that greenhouse, which is very nice because in the wintertime, as it is now, you don't have any way of growing anything other than inside the greenhouse. So, yeah. Aw, my duck loves me. Incidentally, I'm still waiting to be able to get a dinosaur because apparently that's a thing, and I want a pet dinosaur. Like, I guess you can find like a dinosaur egg, and then you can incubate it, and then you have a dinosaur. And I want to make dinosaur mayonnaise because that sounds like a terrible, terrible thing to do with like a terrible use of dinosaur eggs. Mostly just so I can say I made dinosaur mayonnaise. Duck love is illegal. It's true, Rev. The world is not ready. The world is not prepared to accept the love between man and duck. Also known as a muck. For those of you who play Pokemon, that's where they came from. Not really. I'm joking. I do know my Pokemon. You have 4 dinosaurs? That's not fair. I want one. Give one to me. Marathon, you owe me. Think of all of the many hours of entertainment that I have given you. You should totally give me one of the dinosaurs. Because also, I'd show you how adorable I look, but I can't turn on the video right now. But if I could, you would see how adorable I am with my face and whatnot. So, yeah. Rev, that is inappropriate. We can't be talking about that with the tiny humans all up in here. Come on, man. Not cool. I vote that we all just sit here and admire my hat. Because let's face it, it looks way better than any of Rev's hats. I assume. Because, I mean, come on. Look at this hat. Look at my hat. My hat is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. Incidentally, I only recently heard the entirety of that song, and it's horrible. So, don't ever listen to it. Just FYI. Or would it be like 12 mucks a mucking? Is that a thing? Can we have like a Pokemon the 12 days of Pokemon? 12 mucks a mucking. I mean, because you can run amok. It makes sense. Whatever. Y'all don't appreciate art. Tiny Human had a tantrum. What did she have a tantrum about? Also, I'm sorry. That sucks. So I'm still waiting on this, like getting all the geodes and stuff to see if there's anything that I'm missing from my museum collection. Essentially, that's all I'm really doing right now. But these, the geodes that I'm breaking, these omni geodes, these potentially have every single mineral in the game. The problem is obviously there's a substantial hierarchy to what they can and can't have, or the likelihood, I should say. Opal. Opal is so pretty. Have you guys ever seen it before? It's beautiful. It really, really is. Let's see here. Dwarf gadget. Do you think the dwarf likes dwarf gadgets? I would think so, right? Like, feels like the type of thing that a dwarf would enjoy. Just saying. Oh, Tiny didn't want to go to bed. That sucks. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Marathon. It sounds very unpleasant. Hopefully she'll start to behave at least a little bit soon. She got physical? Oh, wow. That's not good. I'm sorry. Hey, you want to buy something? Why, yes, I do, mysterious dwarf. Give me, like, 50 bombs. Hey, look, I got 50. I will also grant you this amazing dwarf gadget. It should remind you of home. You're a dwarf. Stupid dwarf. Doesn't even know what his home looks like. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Marathon. That's rough. Marvelous. So I mentioned before that this game has some elements that are really similar to Animal Crossing, and in that vein, you have your relationships with all the people of the village. So like that's what this thing is, right? So look, see, Marathon lives here, sort of. She's not here right now, but she has a beehive hairdo. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess I'm okay with it. But yeah, so you see this represents just how much people like you, essentially. And yeah, the more people like you, then they start to give you gifts and they'll give you recipes. You see cinematic sequences with them. Some of the cinematics are like super dark, honestly. Like I legit was like, holy free holies. Like it was pretty bad, honestly. But on that note, let's take a look at the calendar and see what's going on. So we have the official town calendar to see what's going. It's Sebastian's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Sebastian. I need to give him a gift. I'm going to give him some fruit. Because I know he likes fruit. Well, everybody likes fruit, technically. You don't like me in game. Well, yeah, you have no hearts, Marathon. Apparently, we're not homies. You are single, though. You got to find yourself a man. Or a woman. Or neither. Maybe you're a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man. I don't know. Tell her to stop acting presidential. Well, he said he's impressed, so that's good. That means he at least didn't hate the gift. But yeah, most of the villagers actually they like or love fruit, the tree fruit. So it's a good sort of general gift to give. What is this? Oh, is this Sebastian working on a motorcycle when he was just in the basement? So see, this is what I was talking to you about. Right, where you've got the different cinematic sequences. That's pretty cool. Huh. Just me and my bike. That sounds fun. Not really, though. He's not very smart riding around at night. I hope that he at least wears a reflective vest and helmet. Otherwise, he's just being unsafe. And that's not good. He can't be rolling like that, homie. Where's Linus? I need to give him Peach. It's the gift that keeps on giving for like 5 minutes. On account of the noms. Oh god, you guys, I'm so hungry. What should I get to eat? What should I have, you guys? I need advice. There's not a lot of food in the house. I should really just try to eat the food that I've got, right? I mean, that's like... Because, I mean, I'm about to go on vacation in a while. And so I need to make sure that there's, like, no food laying around. I mean, that's what makes sense, right? Chinese takeout. Public sub? What is a public sub? I can't say I'm familiar. Oh, wait, have we talked about that before? It sounds vaguely familiar. I think you had mentioned it previously, that it's like a really good sandwich of some sort. Chinese takeout. So, fun fact about gifting in this game is that if you are married and you gift if you give something to someone who is the same gender as your significant other, then your significant other gets mad at you. If it's like a bachelor or bachelorette, if it's an available person of the other gender. Pub subs. Pub subs. Pub subs. But I should eat the food I already have, right? I mean, that's what we should do. Sup, Krobus? How you do? Dorado? What is this? I have never seen one of those before. Homie, where are you getting these weird fish? I guess Krobos is neutral towards deliciousness. Statue of Uncertainty. So, if you're curious, what that does is, as you improve your skills, then you get these little professions, and it's like you pick between two options at each stage, type of thing. And so that statue, it's a new edition. It lets you reset those so that you can do something else instead. Obviously. Man, Chinese takeout sounds delicious. I think I had Chinese food not too long ago. No, it wasn't Chinese, it was Japanese. But it was good. They have steamed veggies? Who has steamed veggies? Do you mean Chinese takeout? Just in general? Why is everybody over here drinking on a Wednesday? What the fudge is wrong with you people? Bunch of drunks in this town. I guess maybe it's like they don't have anything better to do, but get drunk on a Wednesday night. Good ramen is good. You get an order of steamed veggies to cancel out the fried stuff. Obviously, that's how it works. I don't think that's the math for it, Rev, where one veggie cancels out a pound of fried food. Pretty sure that math needs to be checked. Incidentally, this is the community center. So I'm all done with getting the community center back up and running. But yeah, like when you come in here initially, it's like all decrepit and broken down and nasty. And the idea is that you just build it back up to its former glory type of thing. It's pretty awesome. Well, I mean, if you saw it on the interwebs, then obviously it's accurate. Just because everything that we read on the internet is true. We all know this. Hashtag millennial logic. Abe Lincoln did the research with Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, it's like, how can you argue with a power team like that? It's like all those posts I keep seeing about Marilyn Monroe complaining about texting. You know, I don't blame her. I don't think it's a great idea either, you know. She's a smart lady. She should be in movies. Or at the very least, you know, with some powerful men of some sort for, you know, companionship and, you know, just being hashtag frenzies, you know, because that's all that it is. Incidentally, going into the little bubbly things gets you faster bites, and it's more likely to get cool fish. I don't know how cool a pike is, but whatevs. Hey, whoa, calm down there, fishy. Wait, whoa. I'm gonna name that fish Wiggles. Come here, Wiggles. That's not Wiggles. Come here, Wiggles. Stop it! Give me Wiggles. Stupid game. Alright, Wiggles, is that's, you're not Wiggles. Another pike? I'm gonna name that pike Rosamund. That's a James Bond joke. Or at least that's what I view it as. Alright, Wiggles, I got you this time. Oh no, no you don't, Wiggles. You're mine. Lingcod? What is this, Norway? The fudge? I want none of this whacked out Norway weird fish thing. Oh yeah, sure, Wiggles. Now you're mad at me. That's fine. I don't care. Stupid Wiggles. A perch! Aww, it's gone now. That made me sad. I'm so sad. Yay, algae! I should eat fish. That sounds good. I don't know if I have any fish. I think I got some fish frozen, but unfortunately I don't have time to wait for it to thaw. Plus I don't feel like cooking. Yeah, I don't know what I should eat. I'm gonna head to bed in game though. This'll be the end of the stream for me. I've got to get going. I got to get to work, unfortunately. I know it's getting late. That's why I'm going to bed. I need to sell my linden cod or whatever it fucking is. Stupid Norway fish. There's my Norway fish. I guess I can keep them all and make sashimi. It would be nice if I could finish up my skills. So yeah, fishing is the other one that I need. I need fishing and foraging. Eventually I'll have them filled out. We all have first world problems. I think Rev has the biggest first world problems, though. He's the firstest world of the first world. Anything exciting going on? Doesn't look like it. I normally like to explore after the morning comes. Look at that, all my wine is ready. I learned how to make crayon sauce for my Thanksgiving dinner. Nice. Okay. Well, with that, I think I'm going to head out, you guys. Take care of yourselves. I hope that you all have a great week. And again, this is my last stream, so have a great rest of the year. Have an awesome New Year's celebration. Have an awesome holidays for whoever is celebrating said holidays. I'm going to be back, like I said, probably the second week of January so that I can have at least a little bit of time to relax and rest once I get back so I can just chill for a while. But yeah, have a wonderful time. Have great trips for those of you who are going places. And so this week, for those of you who watch, I'm going to have, for anybody who's a Patreon, I'm going to have behind the scenes videos later this week. And then I'll also have like a board game holiday goodbye video type of thing that I'll be doing as well. So take care, have fun, be awesome, and I will see you all in the 2019. Ooh, fancy. And we're probably going to play Batman, just FYI, because it's Batman. So it's going to be awesome. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.